episode 2, man. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy, bro. If you would have told, like, last year, I did a whole lot of things, and it didn't make it to the second time. I did it one time, and it was a wrap. But welcome to episode 2 of the Double Up podcast. I got my main man in the studio, Greatest Productions, the legend in the flesh.
Thank you for having me. Legend, that's too much.
Nah, you're legend, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how we met. Like, I remember when I first started getting into videography and I saw your page, shot you a follow, you followed right back, and then from there it was just genuine. You know, it was just organic. It was just cool. So how did you get into videography exactly?
Man, that stems from a lot of experiences. Really, it kind of started off as far as like I was a shoe collector. So in high school, I liked copying the brand new kicks that came out and stuff. And there was this page that inspired me to take pictures. I forgot probably I forgot what the page was called.
Yeah.
I eventually got a camera just so I could take pictures. And then eventually I enjoyed taking those pictures. And along with that, I got to high school and I was in the academy of AET. Shout out to Turner Tech. Shout out to AET. Shout out to Mr. Pearson. And with that, I was able to make videos and start filming and stuff. And in reality, I was not, I didn't have too much access to really film and stuff because he had his own share of students that he's seen more fitted and special for the role. So I was just, sorry.
Yeah, that's good.
So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to start doing my own stuff. So I upgraded my camera, got a better lens, so I started making my own films. Eventually, I got to a point where I kind of wanted to stay away from shooting films because actors are kind of like certain actors I was shooting with at the time. No offense to everybody who ever worked in high school. They're a little bit cringy.
Yeah.
You know, obviously no one can, act off the.
Yeah, everybody can't act. No.
And then eventually I just said, you know what? I like these music videos I've been seeing. AZ Productions, Dre Productions. These Benny Flash, I used to watch a lot of his videos. Like I'm making him sound old, but he's not even old. Like I used to watch a lot of his videos in high school. So I was like, I want to make a music video. So eventually, I hit up these rappers, or they hit me up. They go by the name of Formula at the time. And then I started shooting music videos, and it's been popping ever since.
Ever since.
So
break down the music video process, because I'm not gonna lie, it's a whole lot going on. Some guys, they come to you, they get like 2 scenes, 3 scenes, and you go out there and you jam it all together. So like, break down what it's like shooting a music video.
What it's like shooting a music video. As far as shooting a music video, how it goes, it depends truly on the record. It depends truly on the innovation of what we're trying to like kind of go for, or what's the look we're trying to go for. So let's say I get a song, it's talking about loving a girl and stuff. So what I want to do is I want to find some very great spots. It depends on the budget as well, don't get me wrong.
Right.
So let me make sure I'm really close.
Yeah.
So it truly depends really on the look, the vibe of the song. We got to make sure the talent is well fitted for that role. So I'll tell the talent, okay, right now you have an afro or something like that. We can't have that, like, afro looking crazy.
Yeah.
So let's get you in some braids.
Right.
Let's get you in some earrings.
Right.
Let's get you in some nice clothes. Let's find you a girl. Maybe they don't have a girl. They're trying to they maybe don't have a girl at the moment. Let's hire a model. So with that, we have a model. We got a subject. Now what's the storyline? What is the storyline exactly? So right now we're trying to figure out, okay, what's going on in the song? What's going on in the lyrics? Let's make a scenario. Let's have them fighting. Let's fake a scenario. Let's have a lot of stuff happening, stuff that we can actually get.
Right.
And again, how I go back to the budget really is if they want, if the artist would want probably a house they want to argue in, then we add that to the budget.
Yeah.
So if we have more in the budget, maybe we get some roses, get some champagne.
Yeah.
But again, we're adding a story. So At the end of the day, so it's all about from the beginning of the story to the final execution. So it's like we have to execute it. So maybe boy finds girl. Boy keeps getting curved by the girl, and then eventually, boy finally gets girl.
Yeah.
But with me, I like to find something in the middle of that, because I try to stay away from cliche stuff. So I try to find some crazy scenarios, like maybe girl catches something. I don't know, like something to make it crazy, like
just to make it a little interesting.
To make it interesting, because at the end of the day, your whatever is processing like up here is gonna reflect on your work,
right? And
you gotta make sure that you're 100% up here before you like enter the work,
right? And it's crazy, like a lot of times when you're a creative, you get into a creative slump. Like, man, I can't tell you how many times that happened to me. Like, you start working on a project. After you start working on a project, you say, you know what? Let me just take a break real quick. You come back and you rewatch it. You're like, I can't believe I did this. Is trash. Like, how did I create this? So you scrap everything. You start over from scratch, and you're doing it. And then you step back again. You're like, man, I can't do this. So you close the computer, watch some TV, probably go on social media a little bit right there. So, like, what do you do to get out of a creative slump?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, I'm here with it.
What I would say, I do 2 things. I may add a third. What I'll do first is I'll probably try to like link up with probably a model, male model or female model, just to create something on my own, just to find my own vibe. Because if I'm in a slump, is either 2 things are happening. I'm overworking myself, or I just do not like the work I'm producing at that exact moment.
Yeah.
And I'm very like hard on myself, as most creators are. Pretty sure you're hard on yourself.
Yeah.
And what I'll just try to, get a collaboration, create my own vibe, just enjoy what I'm creating at that moment. I don't have nobody in my ear. When is it going to be done? I don't have a payment pending. I'm not losing money. So,
and I'm so happy you said that payment pending. Like, one thing I realized about myself as I create, it's like, you want to charge what you want, and don't charge what will get the client to pay you. Because one thing I realized is when I charge a client what I want, my work ethic is just totally different. Like, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make sure this person gets it right.
You're gonna get on that topic for me. Huh?
Yeah. I'm trying to bring.
Does it start with a D?
What's up?
Does it start with a D?
I mean, I'm just here, bro. I'm just here.
Okay.
I'm just here.
It looks like we're talking about. So most likely, if you ever charge a client a rate that you do not want to really like, that's not your actual rate. Yeah. That means you're most likely giving them a discount.
Yeah.
I do not like discounts. And if I'm being extremely honest, what you just said is the 100% truth. And I feel like most creators think like that.
Yeah.
We're not at our most when we're not getting our full rate. I truly believe that.
Right.
Subconsciously, isn't not subconscious. We're not really at our full. I mean, with me, I'll still, obviously continue, do the work, do what I gotta do, as if I got paid to do it.
Right.
But most likely, we won't put it ahead of us in post. We won't have a client. We won't put that person ahead of a paying client who pay the full rate, and that's very true.
Yeah.
Especially if you are a creator and you did something for exposure, and you have some paying work which is contracted as well, and you are putting the contracted work over something else for exposure. And honestly, I don't even blame you.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, this is a lifestyle. This is how you pay bills. This is how you do certain things.
Yeah, and even like those exposure shoots, I still think you should get paid a little bit for it. Matter of fact, you should get paid, because you don't want to put this exposure shoot over a guaranteed paying client, and that exposure shoot doesn't even go how you expected it to go.
Exactly.
Like, it just goes left. Like, and man, like those deposits, like I remember the first time I had to charge somebody for it. I was so nervous, man.
I understand.
I was so nervous. I was like, what if my prices are too high? What if it's too low? And they'd be like, yeah, I'm finessing this guy. You know, like there's a lot that goes into it when it comes to being a creative. And
That's true.
so for you, when you're building, I'm pretty sure as time went on, your prices started getting higher. You know,
a lot of people hate me for it.
Hey,
A lot of people hate me for it. And I embrace it. I love it.
yeah.
I love that energy.
And
I
you
love it.
And you find value in yourself doing
I
it.
find
right?
pure value in myself, 100%.
And it makes you feel as if like when you put a value on yourself and you don't go lower than it, you feel more legit and people take you more serious and it starts going around the block. You know, like for me, like now I'm in a transition myself where I'm like, you know what, the prices are skyrocketing and I know there's gonna come a time where people are gonna be like, nah, you know, I don't really want to pay that, but I put in the time, I put in the effort, I put in the work. I got to get paid what I deserve to get paid.
As you should.
Yeah, all day, every day. So now I want to get into another thing is like people don't really understand like the depths of actually being a creative because at first I used to just look at it like, hey, I'm just a camera guy. Like I just have a camera in my hand, I'm taking pictures, and that's it. But then when I started going down the line and started really going through the actual art, I'm like, I'm just not a camera guy. I'm a videographer. I'm a photographer. I'm doing branding. I'm actually doing sound engineering when I'm putting a background song in it, and then you know you got to mix the track a little bit, lower it, and you know there goes a lot into it. So I actually appreciate the art of being a creative in general. So one thing I feel like a lot of people miss out on is the scaling aspect of it, actually scaling the business, turning the business from, okay, I have a $300 camera to scaling it to now I have an $800 camera. To now my $800, I no longer have an $800 camera. Now my camera is going for $1,500 right now.
Exactly.
Just because I, you know, throughout the time of the work that I've been putting in and the bookings that I've been getting, I've been reinvesting it back into the actual business. So
As you should.
yeah, so take us through your mindset and okay, scaling my business from this is what I have to now scaling it to here's what my camera bag is worth now with the lighting equipment and all these other things because scaling is really, really important, right? So take us through what the scaling process of your business looks like.
All right. I feel like as far as you upgrading, that means you're taking a moment in time to spend $1,000 to $2,000 or more dollars to eventually up your prices. So at that moment, you're telling yourself, I'm going to make this money back. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah.
So what I would really like, what I would really do is, let's say, I remember I had the Canon 5D Mark III, and what made me upgrade and go to 4K was when a client really got on me, like got on my nerves really, and I'm not even going to even lie, like that changed my life because he told me he did not like the quality because what he had sent me some Sony footage along with that. It was 4K footage, and we put it with my Canon and the Sony footage, and I'm not putting brands next to each other, but obviously I was shooting at 1080p. Right. I'm being compared to 4K Sony footage, colors looking crazy, the quality looking very sharp. And when he had told me he don't really like it because the quality is not good, that really kind of crushed me. I'm like, damn, it's really not good.
Yeah. So
from then on, I said, okay, I think it's time for me to go to 4K because 4K right now is like, believe it or not, 4K is kind of the new 1080. Yeah. Because nowadays it's kind of going up.
Yeah, you shoot 4K and then you just downscale it to 1080 anyways.
So right now people are shooting because I was shooting at like the 5D Mark III. It had, for me to do 60 frames per second, I had to be at 720p. You know how depressing that is? Like for me to do slow-mo, 720p, and my performances were at like 24 frames. It was just like so OD to me.
Yeah.
But right now 4K is what's really popular right now. So as far as me investing, I went to the GH5. I got to the GH5. I said, okay, I got a GH5 now. So that means, like without a doubt, my prices are going up. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Right. So for every upgrade you're making, you're upping your price as well.
I won't say every upgrade, because at the end of the day, the camera doesn't really make the man. It's what you do with the camera.
Right.
So what I did was I was just giving a heads up to my clients. Look, I got some new gear. It's looking a little crazy.
Yeah.
Stuff might turn up. Prices may turn up depending on what's the vibe of it.
Yep.
And the moment I upgraded to the GH5, a lot of stuff started changing. More clients started coming. I was actually telling my friend today, like my friend Ashley, she's right there. I was actually telling her today that I just feel like she's just missing the 4K camera at this point, because right now people are really looking like at quality, really. Like they're really looking dead at quality nowadays. And it's very important as creators that we kind of recognize that. And I know there's that saying where you can shoot with anything, you can create with anything. That is very true. Don't even get me wrong at that. But at a certain point, clients want high-end work. So you got to provide them a high-end quality with that work.
Yeah.
What I could say is lighting, like as far as, getting my equipment, lighting makes a big difference as well.
It's very, very important that every creator knows how to at least understand lighting to a certain extent. So that really does help as well. So once I feel like experience along with probably new gear is a good stepping stone as far as upping your brand, upping your business, taking you to new heights. That really helps. And as far as having, it really goes from a lot of stuff. From like you have probably a Canon T3i, you upgrade to a 5D, you upgrade to probably a 1D, a 1DX.
Yeah.
And all of that is just like a brand's like, okay, I'm upgrading. So we're gonna probably up the price a bit. We're gonna change it up. Now I'm doing 4K video with a lot of some photos. Photos are great.
Right.
Everything really goes all into it, really. I would say the type of clientele, the type of clients you're actually getting as well will change, because you're improving.
Yeah.
Like you are entering a level that people didn't want you to see. Subconsciously, your clients may know that you're entering a new level that they're afraid for you to go to, because
you might raise those prices.
You're gonna raise those prices, and I'm gonna tell you this: I done lost a couple clients, a lot of clients actually, that they weren't really rocking with the prices. I remember somebody sent me a paragraph because I was acting bougie.
Hollywood.
I guess I get that a lot. You feel me? But that's just how I view myself.
Yeah.
I came from a state where I didn't see myself at high value. My confidence of my work was not as high at the time as it should be. I mean, at the time, I feel like I wasn't producing good work. Times to this day, I feel like I produce good work right now. I feel like I'm still improving. Everybody's still improving
Every day.
But at that moment, I felt like I think I'm getting better. I know I'm getting better. My work is improving. I should do these prices.
Yeah.
So at that moment where I had somebody complaining, oh wow, you're doing this, you're doing that, I don't like that, we was your old clients, and it got me thinking, if I'm not receiving hate for what I'm doing, I'm not living to my true potential. There's like no doubt in my mind that I don't regret anything and of what I'm doing. I feel like everything's happening for a reason. I feel like if I'm losing this client, I'm gonna get one that's paying way better, that probably treats me way better, that probably views me as something bigger than who I actually am. And that's another thing really that I also want to discuss about. You got to be a solution to these clients nowadays.
And that's business in general.
And that's business in general. What people really do is they try to sell a lot to a client. In reality, they just want a solution. Every client that enters my DM, they want a solution. I want good video quality. I want better video quality.
Yeah, they have a vision. And
they have a vision.
They want, A to happen and B to happen and C to happen in their video. And they can't do it themselves. So they reach out to a videographer, which will provide the solution that you can create that A to B to C, footage for them. And you know, just that whole building the whole business brand in general. Like, let's say someone is starting from 0 followers. I mean, they literally just got a camera yesterday, and now they're trying to build this business, this videography business. So what I would say in building a videography business, first thing I would say is try to get a logo. Try to, you know, just try to do little things to brand yourself. Find your name, get a logo, and then boom, now you have a logo. Now you probably have an Instagram, you probably have a Twitter or whatever, but you have no clients still. I mean, I know a lot of people say you can't do the free route, you know, go to a couple friends, you know, just starting off from when you have.
I feel like you should absolutely do the free route.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I must admit, I never started off doing the free route. For my first music video, I charged like $50. $50, right? $50 for an entire music video. I was with these guys like damn near all day shooting, just shooting.
$50.
$50. That seemed like a lot to me. I mean, that wasn't really a lot to me at the time, obviously. But I was just like, okay, cool. I was like, okay, cool. Like, quick 1, 2. I was gonna do it for free anyway, but $50. Why not?
It's not bad.
Why not?
Right. I mean, and then so you can start doing the free work, and then, you know, probably charge them really, really, really low. And then it's just, for me, it's just crazy how much connections and how many people you can meet. Because with videography, photography, it's like, I'm not going to say everybody needs it, but I think everybody needs it. If you're a business owner, you need it. If you're getting married, you need it. If you have a birthday party, you need it. It's one of those things where you owe, and even look at, one thing I started to notice now is like a lot of guys are starting to get like personal photographers and personal videographers, from athletes to musicians to you name it. They're starting to like get that one person, like, all right, cool, I like your work. I want you to keep doing all of it, all of it, all of it, all of it. And that's just the way
that's their solution.
That's their solution. That's the solution to their problem. A lot of people, you know, we live in an age, and right now it's a great time to be a content creator because look what everyone is glued to right now. Social media. Nowadays, nobody wants to take iPhone, well, unless you have like the latest iPhone. Some people, they don't want to have their social media page with any iPhone pictures. I mean, they don't want any iPhone pictures. They want everything professionally done. They want all their videos professionally done. The only thing that they want on from an iPhone camera is they want their stories like that.
Yeah,
that's it. And that's where content creators come into play. We come into play. We get your vision done, and we do exactly what you ask of us. And then we create your dream, and you get paid for it. Like, you can literally charge whatever you want as long as you can build the value behind it. Like what I may do for somebody for $300, $400, somebody else may charge the same person $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, just because they put in the work, just because they grinded, just because they took the time out to learn the actual skill and apply it, and they value themselves on it and they build themselves on it. And plus, one thing that I did start doing wrong when I first started doing videography.
You do a lot of things wrong.
I did a lot of things wrong. But, hey, it's every day is a new day. What I started doing is I was like, you know, because when I first started, people would DM me, hey, can you do this for me? And I was like, yeah, I can do that for you. What's your price? I gave them a price. Never heard back from them.
Nah, you like that.
And then me, I'm like, oh, man, I probably charged too high. So then I would like not make a lie, but I would double back on the DM and just be like, hey, but if you want,
when you double back, and this goes for anybody, I feel like at times, if you feel like your price is it, if you're 1% sure that this is the price you feel comfortable with, you're not double backing. No, like if you feel 1% comfortable, this is your price, you gotta like stick to it. The moment you double back and change your rates, weakness, straight weakness. You just lose right there.
You lost your leverage.
The value. You just lost so much leverage. The value just disappears. That person sees you as like, oh, I could control him. I have full control over him. You can't let that happen at all times. You cannot let anybody have control over you. You got to make sure you have the upper hand on everything, on every situation. Upper hand on everything.
Yeah, because when you go to the actual site where you're going to be recording and stuff like that, you're going to be in control as well. You know, you're going to be directing that person what to do, what's the scene, and so forth, so on. So last year, I went on Instagram, and I seen you were at Rolling Loud.
That was crazy.
I'm not going to lie. I was like, he made it. He's here. Things about to change. Like, so, like, shooting at Rolling Loud, what was the experience like?
Man, I won't. I can't even sugarcoat it. That thing was amazing. I entered this special pit for photographers. Really, we were really close to the artists. I made it my pure goal for that day to shoot Ray Shimmer, and I did. It's crazy because all of that happened within. It was like a 2-hour decision. It was like a quick 2-hour decision. I knew a guy who was selling some access tickets. He put me in the door. Prior to that, I was trying to go to the mall and find some artists with my dog Kalam. Shout out to Kalam.
Mm-hmm.
And
Did you bump into anybody?
I bumped into somebody extremely big, NBA YoungBoy. I'm gonna just say I had my camera in my hand. I'm gonna just say I've seen some things happen to cameramen. I'm not involving his name. With holding cameras to rappers, to artists' face, and it doesn't really end well.
Yeah.
So I politely, with every ounce of my body and my soul, I walked up to NBA YoungBoy and his entourage and asked, "Hey, do you guys need a videographer for today?" And I got this weird feeling from all of them that they just weren't,
They weren't with it.
they weren't with it. And I'm kind of like, I'm not gonna say I'm a little bit happy that they kind of said no. I think Quando Rondo told me no. I was like, okay, cool. At least I could say I did it. At least I don't regret it.
So I see my homeboy selling tickets, all access. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. It was like what, half a band. Just like I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. And man, I got the first person when I went over there, I saw a little boat, saw Yachty. I got some pics of him. Then after that, Ray Sherman was up. And I was like, yo, this is dope. And I forgot to even mention, prior to that, I actually seen Slim Jimmy in a Ferrari driving the Rolling Loud, which was crazy. I was like, damn, this is gonna happen.
He just doesn't know you're about to go shoot him.
Yeah, and it's crazy. I actually shook his hand when I got there too, which was really cool. Like, it was really a dope experience. I was really close to the artists. I got some great connects that really kind of like changed the rest of my 2019. If I'm being honest, I met some great people. I met a lot of very great people at Rolling Loud. Got some really great connects. Like, Rolling Loud was just a great experience for me. And as far as any videographer or cameraman or director, I feel like if you want to really get connected, man, Rolling Loud is really a good place to really meet artists. I must admit, it's very hard. Artists are not trying to talk to anybody out there. They're just trying to really perform and be about your day. Yeah. So you could be talking to them and they'll give you a blank stare. Like, it was just like a lot of artists was just not with it. I went to the Compound. I saw Lil Nas X. I saw Billy Ray Cyrus, and I don't know. I seen so many artists. I seen Roddy Ricch, but when I just seen Billy Ray Cyrus, I don't know. I had a kid moment. Yeah. I've been watching him since I was. I'm like, damn. I'm really looking at Billy Ray Cyrus. Like, that's wild to me.
Yeah.
Hey, you feel me? Like, and at the time, I was shooting a couple celebrities, like, here and there. I'm not gonna say really shooting, but I was like, near them and stuff. Right. But just being around so much like celebrities and that cool energy, I was like, yeah, this is it. I feel it. Like, this is gonna be it. I'm gonna be around all these people really soon. I'm gonna be shooting them really soon. But then as time progresses, I just end up realizing that it's not really about shooting celebrities. It's really just about finding your niche as a creator and finding out what can you provide for them. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, celebrities have access to absolutely everything in this entire world. You gotta find what's different about you. Like, they gotta find something that they can't find nowhere else. That's in you. Mm. So that's the one thing you have to consider whenever you try. Whenever you approach a celebrity anywhere, you gotta let them know, like, look, I got this sound, I got this quality, I got this, that, and the third. Like, you gotta really show off. And that was another thing I was having a tough time with, trying to approach. I forgot who I was trying to approach. Sada Baby, really. And I was a little bit nervous on approaching him for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know how I approached YoungBoy, but I couldn't approach Sada Baby. It was weird. But my homeboy Kalam was telling me, look, I'm gonna show you how to approach him. So he just went over there, smooth, did it the way he did it, because he always does it. Like, he always does it. I just was trying to figure out, like, how can I really sell it to him, because I feel like none of this wasn't working. I managed to get a very important connect, which was Young Thug's videographer. I don't know how to really say his name. I just call him like BB or B-La. I always say his name wrong.
Yeah.
But that was a really important connect. He gave me some great game that really helped me improve my quality. So shout out to him. He's a really great guy. But rolling out as far as all together, it was just a great experience.
Yeah,
really.
I seen the video. The video looked crazy. Like that was the first time. Like, and that's another thing I like about the videography game, because it's like what's trending today, it may not be trending tomorrow. There's always something new. Like nowadays people are adding like a lot of sound effects to the video that's not even really there in real life, just to add that extra effect. So would you ever do like a free video for an artist? Like, let's just say an artist comes to you, he sees I'm just gonna make a scenario. Let's say you're walking in Aventura Mall, you made it big as a videographer, and then you're like a famous videographer out there, and the dude comes to you and he just busts a freestyle for you. Like, he just stops you in the mall, busts a freestyle for you, and he's like, hey man, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't have the funds to like pay for a video, but you know, like I believe if we work together, like, you know, we can take off. Like,
in certain situations, and I'm gonna say this probably one time, especially for anybody who's ever reached out to me, in certain situations, I will do a free video. That's if I truly 100% believe in the artist, what they stand for, their motives, and if they're really going to make if the record is really like everybody got to hear it.
yeah.
When it comes to people hitting me up about giving them a free video or a discount, I look at it in two ways. They truly believe in themselves, or they just want a freebie. Now, this is the issue. I truly believe that people who really, truly just don't want to pay the full rate for videos, they don't 100% believe in themselves. I truly believe that without
they're just trying to test things out.
They're trying to test things out and take everything and take that chance with me. Now, in that case, it doesn't work like that. I'm not really with that. Because of them not believing in themselves, they try to turn that on me. And it has me thinking, why should I believe in you when you barely believe in yourself? And in this game, as far as what you do, entrepreneurship, you need to go 100% all in. This is not a game.
Yeah.
This right here is not a game. I done lost friendships. I done lost a lot of stuff. Arguments with late nights, arguments with my parents, discussing my future, like with certain people that don't get it. This is not a game. Yeah. I cannot hesitate this enough. I done gone through so much stuff over the years that I'm very fortunate. I'm very blessed to go through this, because now I know what it takes to be the man. Now I truly understand what it takes to be on top of this game, and on top of not only this game, on top of your game. I truly knows what it takes to be the person that's going to change everything. And on top of being a man, I know I'm probably getting a little bit sidetracked, just a little bit. You need to put people in positions. No doubt in my mind, if you are not putting nobody in certain positions, you are not a real person. You need to find something for somebody at all times. Like anybody that deserves it, obviously. You just can't get somebody who's just half in it, half in it. If you see somebody that has the heart and the soul going to this craft, you need to work with them. I work with so much people.
I see
Ashley, I'm linking up with my dog Max right now. Cosmos, RJ, Herv, Kalam, Brian, Bryce, Blue Nightmare. It's like so many like amazing people I work with right now that I truly believe in, and we all are connected. We all put each other in positions. This is extremely important for everybody to have that foundation where, like, if they have that one foundation, if they have that nice network, and they could put somebody in a certain position to make money or get some exposure, they need to do it, because selfishness does not take you far in this game.
Yeah, you need people out here. Like, and and I like for me it's just like leaders create leaders. You know you're a great leader when you working with somebody and then you see that they start to develop into becoming their own leader and they start to develop to do their own thing. And you never know. It's like even with me and you, like there'll be times where a shoot would probably come up or a client will come up and be like, hey Mark, you want it? Like I have this lady here, she wants this. Like you know that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, up there down in Kendall.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. And even for me, it's like, hey, I got this lady. You here? She's trying to look for this. She has a modeling agency and she's trying to do this and the fourth. And I was like, hey, you want to do it? He was like, yeah. Like that's the thing. Like in this game, you really can't be selfish because you can be shooting, but you may need someone to run the lights for you, or you may need someone to do your BTS for you. You're behind the scenes for you. But if you're just out here, I'm gonna do it on my own. I don't need nobody. Good luck. Really, really good. You can watch the movies. You watch the movies, and then you see when the credits come out, they show all the people who are doing so many different things. Somebody was doing audio, somebody was doing this, somebody was doing this. Of course, on a movie, it's on a way bigger scale. And like when you're doing like a music video, a local music video, or you're doing like something else, you may not need all those people, but still, like people, you need people. And I know, like I said in episode 1, I know like a lot of people like to be antisocial. Like antisocial is cool.
That's not gonna get you anywhere.
Yeah, antisocial is cool to antisocial people. It's cool, but think about it like this: you're a business owner or you're a freelancer. You're doing photography. You're doing videography, and then you don't want to be social, and then you get in connects with, let's say, your favorite artist, and then you're antisocial. You're like, nah, I'm not gonna hit that guy up. Like, nah, who do you think he is?
Yeah, like there's a lot of people that actually truly think like that. Like they're too good to work with certain people.
Yeah.
For me, I'm open to anybody. If somebody hit me up and they show me that they have that hunger, I invite anybody to my set. But it just takes one screw up. That if I notice one thing, like if I notice laziness, complaining, all that, I'm just not gonna really rock with them. Cause like not in the weirdest way possible. A lot of people really like message me, yo, I want to be on your set. When the time comes and they present themselves, I invite them. No show. I remember one time a person actually, I was at a hotel. It was a hotel shoot. It was in South Beach. This one person was dying to be on my set. They told me they were on the way there. They were 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, they're 5 minutes. They're 5 minutes out. Let me just like head down. And come to find out, they were like, oh, they had to turn the car around and stuff like that. I'm like, what?
You're 5 minutes away?
Yeah, like, and keep in mind, I come down. This is in South Beach, by the way. Like South Beach. I hate South Beach. Everybody know. Yeah. I love South Beach. I hate shooting in South Beach. Anything related to shooting in South Beach, I hate shooting because
I hate
it's like
the parking over there.
Yeah, it's just so OD, and a lot of stuff is going on. So it just shows me, all right, cool, you're not serious. I don't have to waste time no more. That's about it. A lot of these experiences happen for a reason. You get to find out in this game. You find out who's really with you or who's really not with you, but like business wise, family wise, personal, like anything.
It's actual business. Like a lot of people may look at it like, hey, he's just a guy that's just holding the camera. No, it's a business. You're selling content. You're selling your time. You're selling content, and you're selling them a visual. You're selling them like a miniature movie in a sense.
Exactly.
That's just how I look at it, because and that's the thing I like about America is there's just so many ways you can make money here. Like there's just so many.
That's the best thing ever. Like as far as me, I'm Haitian.
Yeah.
Obviously, my parents came from the islands. They bought us. They bought themselves down here, and I was conceived. You feel me? Like, and with that, they're very used to. Okay, I need to make sure my son gets a degree, this, that, and the third. Gets a nice paying job, etc. etc., etc., etc. When it comes to that, I feel like I was really down. I was born to be great, without a doubt in my mind. I was born to be great. I was born to have a business. I was born to do all this because I cannot see myself physically working at a place I don't like. I've seen my friends do it, family do it. I can't do it. Yeah. I just can't do it. It's not my soul. It's not my body. Yeah. I just can't do it. It's important that I'm very grateful that I found my passion at a young age, and I end up realizing that this right here is the time to make money. We have 10-year-olds banking in millions of dollars every year, just reviewing toys. Yeah, I used to be a YouTube reviewer. I used to be a YouTube reviewer. I used to review wrestling and stuff,
And
It's too
I used
much
to,
money.
I used to like earn a very nice income from reviewing like wrestling and like video games and stuff. And I was like, yo, this is easy. Like, yo, this is really, I'm really banking on some really nice money. But with that, I still didn't find, that was still not my passion. Because I was trying to figure out like, yo, I'm getting kind of like bored. And then eventually, like I said, with the shoe thing, I picked up a camera and I just loved it. I loved every moment of it. Like, there's nothing I don't see myself doing nothing else but this. This is what I'm meant to do. I've heard stories about people quitting, like not going, like quitting doing camera work. Quitting doing camera work. I just cannot see myself quitting anytime soon. I do see myself probably venturing in other things, but camera works will probably be, like cameras, directing. This will always be it. The film industry, this will always be it.
This is where it's at. Like,
I will always be here.
passion is everything. Like the depression rate. I think the depression rate is so high because of social media and actually work. A lot of times a lot of people are doing things that they don't want to do. Like,
Exactly. Like,
wake up and you get into traffic and traffic is slow and you're in traffic for hours and you're just sitting there thinking about the job that you hate. Then you get to the job and then you're doing what you actually don't want to do.
now that's the thing. Like, sorry to interrupt you. People are born to do something. That's what I truly, personally believe in. People have a passion to do something. They just haven't found it yet.
Mm.
You find your passion when you try something new.
Oh yeah.
I remember when this one girl was not complaining really. She was talking about how she doesn't know what she want to do. I think she actually graduated school and all. She didn't know what she wanted to do, and that had me thinking like, damn, that's crazy. Like, you graduated and you still don't know what to do. That's kind of like wild to me. Like, graduate college, still don't know what to do. I feel like in some cases people don't. You have to eventually try new things to see if this is your calling in life, because the more things you try that's brand new, the more you tend to see like, wow, this is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. You'll be surprised how many people found their passion doing the most outlandish things ever.
Yeah, and
Like,
I'm glad
honestly,
you brought up school, because a lot of people ask, "Hey, is school worth it? Should I go to school?" I'm gonna give my take on college.
All right.
I'm gonna
give my take because I have a good
take.
point. I have a good point I want to talk about.
So when people ask me about college and people say college is a scam and stuff like that, I tell them it depends. If you know what you want to do in life, like I personally feel like if you're gonna go to school and come out as something. Like, go to school, come out a lawyer. Go to school, come out a doctor. Go to school, come out a dentist. Go to school, come out an engineer. Go to school and come out as something. But what happened is a lot of people, and to each his own. You may do this and be happy. A lot of people, they go to school, get a degree, and then and after they get that degree, they fall into a big pool of people with the same degree fighting for different jobs. You know what I mean? Like, like let's say, for instance, someone gets a business administration degree. Now, there's so many jobs that you can get with a business administration degree. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, let's say if you go to school to become a lawyer and you come out a lawyer, you know what you're coming for.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it narrows the path of what you're actually trying to do. And that's just my take. I don't think college is a scam. I think, are you scamming yourself by going to college? By going for something that you don't even know what you're doing, in a sense. That's just my take.
I'm pro college.
You're pro college.
I'm pro college.
Welcome
Just
to the club, brother.
I'm pro college because there's one thing. Shout out to Chef Cal. He told me something that made me realize something that's very true. College, like, if you're a college student right now, you're probably one of the most disciplined people on this earth, low key. And that's why I've always been pro college, really, because at the end of the day, you got to figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life. And that's a hard question, especially after high school. You got to figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life. My sister is one of the most disciplined people I know. Shout out to you, Daphne. I love you. She's one of the most disciplined people that I know. Same with my brother-in-law. Shout out to James, my dog. And they went to school. They did what they had to do. You feel me? Like, they're living very right, comfortable. Like, they worked very hard to be in this position. You feel me? Because they knew they had a plan. Most people don't have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're not going to get anywhere, really. I don't like people who bash school. because they'll be an entrepreneur one day and be like, yeah, man, school, this ain't it. No, Forex, no disrespect, no disrespect to anybody doing Forex, but we all know what's the real reason. We all know what's actually happening. Mm-hmm. People are really not really learning Forex. They're actually just doing the
day trading.
Not the trading. It's not really trading. They're actually getting people so they can make money and stuff like that.
It's crazy,
but they're not actually learning Forex.
And the thing is, I'm not bashing anybody.
Yeah, I'm not bashing it.
But it's like sometimes their account isn't live and they think that they're trading. You're not trading, bro.
Yeah, they're just
like, that's why anytime somebody comes to me and be like, hey, look at the charts, man, I'm doing Forex. I'm like, I just ask them one question. Yeah. Is your account live? Nah, bro. It's like, all right, you're not doing Forex then.
It's just like, it's just like they just don't get it. But as far as like me going back, I know we got a little sidetrack. Yeah. But as far as me coming, like, most people just bash school not knowing what they have to go into because of me coming to this decision, which was one of the most hardest decisions I feel like I ever had to make in my life. Me saying I don't need school because I feel like I can learn everything online and I feel like I have the ability to learn. I told myself I'm going to make this work. I'm going to make this happen. My parents were not pleased with it, but I had to go with my heart because I know this is meant for me. I'm forcing it into the air. This universe is mine. This is my playground. I'm forcing every single thing, every amount of energy I have to make this work. This is not no game I'm playing. I'm not playing around with my life. Yeah. So every time you go on Instagram, what you're going to see first? My posts. You're going to see me working. You're going to see my crew working. I promise myself I'm not going to let this be a phase or nothing. This is my life. Yeah. I only have one life to live. I'm not going to have no regrets. I'm pro college, but college is for certain people. College is for certain people, like certain people going towards certain goals. I didn't need college to go towards my goals. The only issue I just had was I feel like I wasn't learning enough. That was just my issue. And if I want to venture out and find other things and find another place to learn, like learn more better, knowledge at, it was like I'm looking at $90K. And tough. The thing is, what I find very crazy is you can literally, without hesitation, take out a loan for school. You can't really take out a loan for business. Do you find that very weird?
It's like the qualifications to get a college loan is way, 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 way less smaller than the qualification that you need to get a business loan. Yes. Like for a business loan, you gotta have great credit. Not great credit, but yeah, you gotta have great credit. You gotta get the LLC, and then you gotta go to a bank, and then you gotta, apply for a business loan through your actual business with your credit. And it's a lot, but I can tell you one thing: it's way easier to take a college loan out than taking a business loan out. For sure. And exactly. What you said is just totally on point. Like, college really isn't for everybody. If
it's towards your goals, you need to go to college. If you're trying to be a doctor, you need to go to college. Yeah. But certain things, I feel like it's not necessary. If I'm being honest, certain things, really. But if you feel like you need to do it, you feel like in your soul, like, okay, I want to go, because sometimes people will just go to see if this might be their choosing in life, to try something new, to see, okay, I'm going to go into the film program in Miami-Dade, even though I never tried film in my life, to see how this goes for me. And they love it. And they're learning as time progresses. That's great. The thing is, when I got to Miami-Dade, I feel like I kind of already knew what I already kind of known. I already known a lot of things, and I just didn't really feel like going through that rerun, and I just didn't really feel like going through all that. I already spoiled myself. Justin O'D show, YC Imaging, Creative Ryan, Peter McKinnon, a lot of great YouTubers I watched, and because of me being very fortunate at the time, watching them understanding composition very well, I felt like I don't think I need this at this moment. Plus, at the time, my business was kind of skyrocketing in a way, and I just really feel like I need this time to really focus and get right.
Totally, 100%. And it's crazy. Like those guys you mentioned, those guys are killing it. They're killing the game.
100%.
So before we close it off, it's 2020. What's on the goal list for 2020 for Greatest?
Keep pushing. Making sure everybody around me eats. I want everybody around me to be great as always. I want to shoot a red video. Probably keep working with like my mentor. Shout out to Lord Cinema. Shout out to Char. Shout out to Wham. Keep working with them, getting some more projects in with them. Keep building together. Keep meeting new people. Keep building with my team, Brian, Chris, Malik. That's really my goals. I just want to make sure I want to make sure we all have stories to tell, and we're all very good by 2021. That's really my goal.
That's the goal. Greatest, my brother. I appreciate you, dog.
Thank you for having me.
So till next time, thank you for listening to the Double Up. Remember, double up your mind, double up your money, and double up on everything. Appreciate you guys.